Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Sith Dominion podcast. This is your host, Dr. Dana Martin, and I had to get the ranters in. I don't know why. Whatever. Welcome to the show, Andrew. You are having to fill the shoes of two very important people this evening.
A lot of pressure.
One of them, what's up, Star Wars nerd? That's not who you're taking the place of. Hello there. You will be needing to fill the shoes of Debbie this evening.
So
and Cameron.
Ah, wow. I got a touch off.
Yeah, so I need you to learn to throw your voice. What?
I take one of them?
Actually, yeah.
You know, let's say take Cam. I'll be Debbie.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll take Cam.
Zane, welcome to the show. You know,
yeah,
Zane,
where's your hoodie?
It's funny. You know, I'm working on kind of rebranding and redoing everything and really making a push for the show. I think we have something cool here. Whatever. If you like it, great. I know Star Wars nerd. Bless you. Bless you. And some others. I don't want to leave you out, but you're not here right now. So Star Wars nerd, I love. And so it's like, okay, well, so I just released a book, right? Y'all saw that floating around. And
yeah, I need to get that. I need my employee discount.
Please. The employee discount. So I want to go through a couple of cool things here. So number one, this book is ridiculous. It is just some misquoted dark side stuff where you're filling in like business inspiration, but it's a dark side quote. It's fun. It's silly, but more so it is a journal that you can write in because quite frankly, we have this saying, take a fucking note, Jim, or whoever it is when they're asking for the fourth time, what do I do here? Take a fucking note, Jim. Fill in the blank.
What do I say next?
So I'll do a quick share here just because I'm shameless plug.
Good show.
Dr. Dana will take off the shirt if we get 10 sales in the next hour.
So it is
10 sales in the next hour. That's
10 sales in the next hour.
10 sales in the next hour.
So here's the fun. Let me show this on the screen. So the fun is I just discovered that through Streamlabs, and this is for all you folks out there watching. I see a couple people join. Anyone that watches through any of the live streams, and that would be Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Oh my! Hold on. This segment brought to you by Jameson Black Barrel. All right. You get loyalty points. So I started those over today. And I'm probably going to adjust them because it's like 1 point for how much time you spend on watching live. And someone like, Janae, Star Wars nerd, some other folks that are on quite a bit, they'll however many Star Wars nerd, but it's just a bunch of lines and it's some silly quotes. There's like 20 silly quotes. I'm not trying to convince you not to. Please do. But it'll help pay for some of what I have to pay for to make the show happen. You cannot do Streamlabs without an account for as long as we go.
Star Wars nerd? Either or. If you want to buy books or people buy books.
Either way, the shirt will come off.
Either way. For 30 seconds, it'll come off.
100 of these books, the shirt's coming off.
Actually,
I'll tell you that right now.
If we hit 10 sales in the next hour, there's another hour of the show. The shirt's off for that final hour.
I'm not going to have my shirt off for the final hour. So, anyhow, so if you're going to join and watch live, you will accrue points from being a loyal person watching. And once you hit 100, I have one book sitting there for the first person to hit 100 points.
Zane or I get points for being here? We should get 2 bonus points.
Yes, you get points for watching, but if you're here, you don't. I don't think.
But I'm watching though. I'm watching the show in live time.
I'll check at the end, but I'll shoot out that book to. I would just need your address or a PO box or something. And yes, if we sell 100 of these, I will take off
100
challenge.
Points? Challenge was 10.
So challenge accepted. Let me hear this. There is another book on the Dana Martin bestseller list. Rebel with a Cause. This is kind of similar in a way, I guess. I can't click here. If you look, this is really easy. One little quick. Oh, come on now, read that book. Look. Okay, keep reading. Oh, So, like chapter 1,
I'm the author.
Visionaries, the Skywalker entrepreneurial spirit, Star Wars saga, captivating tale of adventure and heroism, blah, blah, blah. This chapter explores the different qualities of risk-taking, resilience, and pursuing higher purpose, blah, blah, blah. So, essentially, this is like from a Star Wars perspective, managing in business. And it's fun and it's short. I think it's not even a lot of pages. What is it?
And it's on sale.
It's 72 pages.
80%
Well,
off.
because I've got
For
the
Kindle.
Kindle, so you can get it on Kindle. If you can use your Kindle credits or whatever. Yeah. So
Heck yeah.
cool. And yes, I did run the special on this since I released it.
I have a question about it. When is it going to be on Audible?
It depends. Are you gonna want to hear me read it? Because who wants to read that? Spooky Jawa. What's up, Spooky Jawa?
You know what? You just hear Dr.
That's another
Dana go,
one. So yeah, Star Wars
Chapter
nerds,
1.
Spooky Jawa, and Janae were the top 3 viewers. And so yeah, first viewer to hit 100 points in loyalty just watching the show. I'm gonna send you that book. You would just need to send me your address. Cool.
So
that's
Zane, what
done.
he's saying is he uses our services and we get no benefits. So what are we
Yeah,
actually
what's up with
doing
that?
here?
I'm sorry. What?
Yep.
Okay, I will
said-
tell you what we will do. We will do like the sports teams. We will do revenue sharing, and the moment I make a profit, we will split those.
All right, I'm content. I'm good.
We will
I
split
don't need
it. It'll
loyalty
be
points.
it'll be 99.
Here's your quarter. Here's your quarter for the week, Drew. Yeah.
Matt's home for wayward cars. You still got that Mercedes, brother? If you order one, Matt, and you ping me, we'll meet and have coffee, and I'll sign it. I'll bring
So I
you
gotta
the extra one
drive.
I have.
I gotta drive
Awesome.
3 hours, 3.5, 4 hours to get a signed copy.
It's okay.
Where's your
I'll drive
cut?
the 2. I'll drive the 2 and get you one as well.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
So fun non-Star Wars thing happening on Friday. Someone saw it in their heart to allow my son and I to stand on a street corner and play
Beg
some
for money.
country Southern Rocky fun stuff for a couple hours on Friday night in Bryan, Texas, in downtown Bryan, Texas, right in front of the Catalina Hatters. And we'll be just playing a couple hours, singing some tunes. You know he can sing because I've been pushing him singing out background there with and playing
Definitely
drums.
no parent biased at all.
While I am
Well,
here.
so ask him, like, if I'm critical, man. I'm like, hey, yeah, that Phil. And he's like, yeah, I know. Or no, that was timing change. You missed that, or it's fun. It's fun. But him and I have never played like in front of people together. And one time, if it only happens this once, great. If not, cool. So I also have worked on street. I am very well of this. Very well aware of this, Matt.
I've never
There we
done
go.
a
He
street
works.
one.
Okay. So oh shoot, that went really fast. So yeah, we'll be performing our name of our duo is Bloodline Jam. Bloodline, obviously, and Jam, obviously. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, come if you're in the downtown Bryan area for First Friday or just in the area in general, come check us out. We'll have playing for tips because I have to pay for that gear I just bought to play this one show.
Wow.
One show.
You don't rent?
What? No.
All right, I'm about to get kicked out.
What? I did
Dane was
rent
like,
for a while.
"Rent?"
But when I had like my own band back in the day, like yeah, we rented a PA equipment until we started going on tour, and then it was no, we got to buy our own crap, and then we ended up selling it to another band when we disbanded. That's how it works in the industry. It's fun. Hand me down. Like, oh my god, how did I get this microphone? Oh, that has JP on it. Who's JP? I don't know. We got it from SM. Oh, okay. Well, who's that? Oh, that was like 4. Hey, that dude used to play down at Babes in Austin, and with that, yeah, you will cut, especially that was from Austin. Like you get this gear that, oh my god, Lyle Lovett spat into this mic. Just kidding, it's not that weird. Maybe. All right. So yeah, that's coming up, and then the loyalty stuff I already talked about. We'll get one of them books out to whoever hits 100, and then we're kicking around this crazy idea for future shows over the next few after this one. As we're nearing April 22nd. April 22nd, our show will be on. But also, Andor Season 2 will be on. Which means I realized, look, hold up. Debbie, let's make the announcement because I don't think we said this in the show. Debbie, you want your... God dang. I swear to God, this guy. Y'all go check. You guys go check out his podcast. Also, God dang it. And he's gonna be like, you suck. Because I just like giving him some. He has a podcast. Go, him and his buddies. Go, just type it in there. We'll put it
Daredevil's on. I gotta go.
Daredevil. That's where she is tonight. Daredevil. Debbie. Apparently, she didn't tell me this. Andrew ratted her out.
Oh,
so
Debbie, no.
Oh yeah, be quiet, quick. Because you know she's listening at the same time watching Daredevil. It's just turned down. She's reading it.
Sorry, Debbie.
Okay, maybe not.
Wait, but Debbie said on the Cantina Happy Hour, so actually it's public.
Oh.
So
Okay,
you're not watching their podcast? Wow.
I do watch their podcast when I can, but listen, they cover shit sometimes I haven't seen yet, like Bad Batch and whatever. Well, I've seen Bad Batch haphazardly as I'm doing stuff.
I've gotten through the 3rd episode of season 2.
And you started it 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Noise.
Yeah, actually, the Sith Dominion Spat In book is completely free of charge.
Yeah,
you don't charge for the spit.
No, but it is hardcover, and we do charge for that, so it's gonna be like 30.
Yes, the Dark Side inspirational book. It was made up Star Wars Dark Side quotes with different
and
words
Dark Side.
It's just silly and fun. At the end of the day, I am a note taker. I have a whiteboard that I take notes on in my home office. Well, you can see it right there. Just all there's just stuff all down it. Keep a notebook. Note taking is cool. In Star Wars, there is no note taking though because there's no paper.
Just on the little electronic.
Well,
actually, wait a minute.
Aren't
those are notes? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jedi texts were paper, but Lucas had a rule. There is no paper, and they broke that rule.
Notes.
What?
Holocrons are notes.
Holocrons are notes.
Well, that's more like a son. I'm talking paper. Oh, I said son. Like, you are my son. So paper. I don't know. That kind of pissed me off. Yes. And I heard Lucas today in an interview, and I never heard this before, where he said Greedo shot first, but Han shot first.
Han shot. There is no who shot
Han
first.
Shot.
It's just Han shot.
And then he says this, and we gotta find that clip. He's like, well, yeah, because the way that the generation is now, they don't seem to have a problem with a murderer being a hero or something. Yeah, well, maybe there's a little more gray than what we anticipate.
You know what? In Han's defense, it was him or Greedo. So is he really a murderer? Like,
yeah, I bet. I mean,
Greedo was coming to kill him, so it's like,
look, I'll play this clip from real quick about Han Solo. They have done him dirty since the beginning, no doubt. And if you want to see what the heck,
we want to see what the heck.
I don't know what episode this.
Join the After Dark.
Yeah,
but
no, that's real though.
What's real?
I don't know. Everything and nothing. No, I think it's crazy that Lucas thinks that we like need him to be so heroic. If anything, him murdering Greedo really just lends to his character arc.
It's true. I'm going to talk crap about the movies one more time just because I can.
Let's get ready for the rant.
Here we go. The only thing I trust less than Lucas is Disney. Oh, because of what they did to Han, brother. I'm with you. Look, check. Here we go. Show this on screen. And
I remember this.
Oh, I remember watching this.
Yeah, I got a little pissed off.
A little.
Yeah, Poe, Finn, whatever. When it comes down to brass tacks, as much as I love you, Daisy Ridley, no, I cannot. It doesn't make sense to me. Holy crap! I think I'm gonna take my blood pressure. Sorry. Well, it pisses me off because we, and it wasn't made for us. It was made for a new generation. But you can still do that but keep these characters. You killed Han Solo in the stupidest way, man. Like, holy crap. He was the anti-hero that every single person, every little kid that was a bad kid, that was told they were a bad kid in school, knew they could grow up to be something good because they could look up to Han Solo. Damn it. Sorry. That pissed me off. You kill him straight away and you give no one an opportunity to understand how complex and wonderful this character is. The reluctant hero. Son of a gun.
Take a note.
I lost my mind.
Me? Note taking?
Dude,
I'm note taking.
Sorry. So yeah, I will die on that hill. They did Han wrong. They hurt. Right. They hurt that dude. The fact when he comes back, he is a scoundrel. He's a scoundrel. He murdered Greedo straight up, but he has a change of heart, and that is what makes him so, from my opinion, incredible. Because though he had a change of heart, he didn't lose who Han Solo was. He was still, and even in the books, except for Leia, he had a soft spot for Leia. God dang, those women. Right? But even in 3 see, I appreciate that high quality comment. No, yeah, I was pretty pissed. And I still am, because I've seen that movie several times. It is the best of the sequels. And I can't, it just drives me insane that they would kill him. And I know he didn't even want to be a part of it, whatever, but man, you gave them no chance to discover for themselves, the newer viewership, a chance to discover how complex and deep and wonderful this character is. He can make his character, the writing of that character, can make a change in a person. We know all. I'll stop. We're not talking about all that tonight, but damn it, it just pisses me off whenever our characters, our beloved characters that we don't own, that we have no control over, we get pissed off whenever they do them wrong. So, welcome to fandom, right?
This is, I know this was from last week, but I loved with the whole Kathleen Kennedy stuff, how, like, I actually kind of believed it. Like I try not to believe stuff unless it comes from Lucasfilm, but I was like, all right, I believe it. And then, like, the next day, the Deadline article comes out, and I'm like, crap,
damn it.
Like, oh, well. Wish her the best, though. Like, I want her to do good, you know. But that's the other thing with Han. Like, I didn't grow up with Han, but I remember when I watched the movies all the way through for the first time, I was just shocked. I was like, you killed Han like that? Like, he didn't even go out heroically. He just, at first, I didn't even realize he died, like, on the, like, with the lightsaber, until obviously he falls. But I'm like, why? How do you do, like, you? I know Harrison doesn't like Han and wanted him to die, but he could have died a lot cooler than that.
Yeah.
So,
I have to do something, and I don't think I have the strength to do it. Shut up! Just do what you're gonna do.
Be like Palpatine. Just do it.
Do it. Yeah. Do it. I'll pop that up. Definitely the best sequel movie, but they did ruin Han. Amen, and no doubt about it. And woof, don't even get me started on the last. Oh yeah, see, and we don't have no Last Jedi. And look, we don't have Cam here. And if
we don't have Cam,
and he's driving home.
Cam would have.
Don't get in a car accident, Cam.
He's gonna have an aneurysm. He's like, just
anytime Last Jedi is mentioned.
He joins from his phone and he just starts yelling, but we can't hear him over the road noise.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. No. You know what? How long is this Daredevil episode? Do we know?
It's probably 50 something minutes, I believe.
So we
45
may
to 50.
If Debbie's actually watching Daredevil right now, and she may jump in afterwards if she's not too tired. She likes Rogue One.
She's not going to be tired because she's going to be so energetic from Daredevil.
So what? She gonna get her nicotine and that's it. Go to bed.
Dream of Daredevil.
Just kidding.
We like to joke that David, if he shaved his beard and head, he could be Wilson Fisk.
Who?
David Fur from MCU Monday.
David Fur?
David
Fur. Be what?
Wilson. If he shaved his head and his goatee, his beard, he could, because he can do the voice pretty good. When I was a boy. You know.
All right. What is our outline? What are we even talking? Rogue One.
I don't know. How are we 20 minutes into the show?
You guys help me.
It's got me a new record.
I think I just broke this, man.
I'm pretty sure we've gone 30 to 40 minutes before.
That's true. I think the last time I was on, it was like that.
Is there a poll or anything that pops up when I do that?
Yes. A poll is open. The most impressive dark side moment in Rogue One.
Yeah, but it's not showing up what the poll
Why isn't it showing all the stuff? All right. Someone type real quick. One is here. I'll put a. I don't know.
I don't have the control.
You know what I can do? Here, let's do this.
I mean,
why don't we tell them the options and they can vote 1 or 2?
Yeah,
that would be too damn easy.
Because I mean, I don't know about you, but even though I totally know the options, they should be known.
Yeah, we know the options. Dana,
look, I'm working
need to
on
tell
it.
them the options.
You guys
so we know
worse
that you know the options.
I can't even say. Look, here we go. Ooh, here we go. Look, here. Can you see it? Ah, look at there.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Most impressive dark side moment in Rogue
Vader
One.
hallway scene or
in Rouge One.
Oh, that's the Vader moment with the hallway scene
on Ruggill. Ruggill 1. Yeah, what hallway scene or Jedda's destruction? What's your thing? We'll keep that up and we'll keep coming back to it throughout tonight. But this is actually running.
Let me get my whiteboard real quick.
Yeah. Oh, it's live. Wow. I got to figure out how to make a little live guy counting on the screen. I don't know how to do that yet.
One vote, 2 votes. 1 for each. All right. Hey, Zane, let's use all our fake Google accounts to start voting.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
I only have like 16 of them, so.
We got to get those numbers up. Got to pump the numbers. Those are rookie numbers.
Whoa, those are rookie numbers. Got to pump up them numbers. All right. We'll come back to the poll every now and then. Oh,
yeah.
Vader hallway scene. Man, Cam and Focus Cam had a nice comment on that. Let me pull that up.
I already got it pulled up.
Oh, you do?
No, I was kidding, but I can pull it up.
Why? Why are you the way you
Why am I the way that I am?
Why are you? Yes.
I was born this way.
All right, Lady Gaga.
Oh, man.
Where is it?
I actually do have it. Oh, I got it pulled up for real.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do have it pulled up. Let me share my screen.
Because Cam had a good... I don't know Cam's last name.
Fisher.
I know Fisher's his last name, but I didn't know if it was okay. Okay. So he says, definitely... I can't see that.
Definitely Jeddah. The Vader scene felt very reshooty, but the Jeddah scene showcased Greg Fraser's immaculate cinematography on full display and gave us a grand scope of the carnage.
Amen. 100% agree. That scene, cinematography, CGIE, all the stuff. Oh, oh my God, you guys are just messing with the. It's okay. I'm trying to click the X like it's gonna close it. Cam has a point. There's several moments that feel so big in that film. Excuse me.
Would you say that the Vader scene is maybe overhyped? Like it was such a big shock when it happened that people overlooked. I mean, because I still think it's a great scene. I just didn't know if it's one of those things where maybe
it was beautifully shot.
Yeah.
Listen, there's not a person on this planet that has any sort of if you have 1% affinity at all for Vader, those moments that he's in hallways are the most incredible. Oh my God, he's losing his shit moments in the movie. Think about every time he's in a hallway, he destroys it. Whether it's episode 3, whether it's episode 2, whether episode 5, whether it's episode 6, whether it's episode whatever, he is tearing Rogue One. It's tearing up the hallways, and I love it because it shows his struggle with control, which he's always had. And yes, he's a Sith. He's supposed to lose control. Yeah. But it's also a reflection of Anakin Skywalker of not being able to withhold his focus and losing his shit and just destroying shit.
Just like Kylo in his elevators.
Kylo in the elevators. I'm sorry. Jeddah was great. but I wouldn't say it was a dark side moment as much as an Empire moment. Yes.
Well,
okay.
The Force runs through
that.
everyone, and according to Lucas, dark side is essentially evil. Therefore, it has to be, a dark side.
Oh, and also, I don't think the Vader scene is overhyped. I just was asking if you thought maybe people thought it was overhyped, because I love the scene, and I'll never not love the scene. So,
yeah, Spooky Java. That was that Jeddah scene, man. It's tough because the way we don't know really what would happen if a weapon of that magnitude struck the surface of a planet, blah blah blah. But I'm sure there was some trust the science moments of maybe this is what it would look like. And while I could never imagine what it would look like, I'm okay with how that all turned out. And to say that was just one of the transformer capacitor, whatever they're called, one
Star Destroyer.
No, one of the however many that they had in the array.
Oh,
so they only used one out of the 8 or whatever.
It destroyed the town.
Look, someone else got in trouble.
It's not me.
Matt, brother. Yeah. So Streamlabs, fascists don't like you to do that.
I got this. And you're like,
it's okay. You know what? It's great. You were just following.
Streamlab replies, "What orders for this?
Following orders. They were just following
There's
orders.
no need to yell, Matt. Okay, you can get your point across.
I haven't seen the movie about Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Apparently, there's a movie out or coming out or something about this cat. I know a little bit about the guy based in my upbringing of Lutheranism. He was a Lutheran pastor, but he was also a anti-Nazi. Said he was a collaborator, etc. I'm basically a martyr, and his big profession was that silence was compliance. That was his big writing. That's kind of where all that came from. In our present day, when we hear that, that's where it came from, was Dietrich Bonhoeffer, which is why he's having a meeting or having a movie, I guess, made about him. But
he's having a meeting made about him.
The guy's been dead a long time. So when I think about that, and I think about, they were just doing their jobs, maybe, yeah. I mean, if it turned out that my organization was really trying to take over the entire world satellite communications, we were just part of the plan or whatever. Well, yeah, I'd be like, I can't do this, and I'd walk out. I mean, I do feel that strongly about certain things, and I wouldn't be silent. I think right now in our time, when we parallel what's happening in Rogue One with some things that are occurring right now, maybe it is happening, maybe it's being misconstrued. Either way, events are unfolding that will determine the path of our future. And this is what's happening in Rogue One. We have the leading up to, with Andor season 1 and season 2, Rogue One. We get to see Rogue One first, which is exactly how we got to see the Star Wars saga, right? We got to see what happened with Vader. Now we get to go back and learn the backstory. And I'm fine with that process. I think it works. I think it's great. Way to go. These people keep getting in trouble with all of the spamming caps, and it's messing up my train.
I will be interested to see with Andor season 2 how it, because obviously like season 1 is 4 3-episode arcs. But it'll be interesting with the year gap. Like, I have full trust in Tony Gilroy and his writing and the directing and for them to do it. Like, I'm not worried about them pulling it off.
Sure.
It'll just be interesting to see how that feels. Like, because they're releasing it, I think they're doing it in 3-episode chunks as well. To not confuse people. Yeah. So
that's right. And I think that's what we were talking. Were you in the after show? No, you weren't in the show.
No, I wasn't.
Neither of you were.
No,
that's right.
Because I was still sick. I couldn't.
So that was Cam's idea. Cam, and you guys tell us in here in the chat if you want, if you think it'd be cool to do this, that we do kind of what Theory does, where we'll do I'm not copying Theory. I'm not Theory.
Copyright, get them.
I don't want to be Theory. Okay, I have my own mind and Dr. Dana Martin.
Got your own saber company behind you right there.
I got no.
Dana
You see, we still have the house, and I still have these, so we're good. Shit, where was I? Oh yeah,
watch parties.
Yeah, tell us in there if you'd what. Don't Troy. Tell us if you'd like to do that. Cam's idea, and I think we might do it, is just we'll start out the show, like 10.
Have a little timer
early.
in the top left.
Yeah, have a timer in the top, and then we'll just hit go at the say like 8:05.
So will y'all go for 3 hours, or will you just do like one episode?
We'll see how it goes. I don't think there's any plan for it. We do have our Discord server that we would try to stream to in the evenings afterwards, but I think we should try this first. Yeah. So that's what we'll do not next week. Next week we're gonna have to. What?
Technically, we could do it on both.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
so
we could.
We're matched up. Everyone watching can start play when we start play.
Spooky Jawa, if you go to the link tree, it's the top link.
Yes.
Actually, I think my book is now top link, but
sorry, second link. It's been demoted.
It's been demoted. I gotta pay back.
Already.
Or you could just do. Or you could also get it set up with Streamlabs, like what Matt did, where you do ! Discord, and Streamlabs shares the Discord link in the chat, and then they can just click it and go to it.
Who does that?
You can with Streamlabs. There, you can set up a Discord command.
Oh, I have to have Discord set up there. That's cool. I mean, I'm in here now, and I figured out this. I'll figure this other stuff out too. That's
Sorry,
cool.
Matt,
I didn't know
we just lost Matt from joining the Discord because there's no Discord command.
What?
Right.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Matt. There's a part of me that feels terrible because I sent him something. God, it was like 2 months ago, and I was like waiting for a reply, and the reply I got, I was like, "What is he talking about?" And my boss is the exact same name. The only difference is the like middle initial. And so I'm in Slack, chatting like, "Hey, blah, blah, blah." And he's like playing along. Thanks, Matt. Nah, he's a good dude. Miss hanging out with him. All right. When it comes to where were we? Oh yeah. So we're going to do that next week. No, not next week, on the 22nd, because that's when our show is. I think that's what we're going to do. The next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is, till then, 5 weeks, we'll just be hammering through Andor season 1, and maybe in the after dark we'll stream some Andor season 1. But we will absolutely start working towards doing the watch party thing. You on it, Zane? Because other than gigs, you got time.
When I don't have gigs, right? When I don't have gigs, I'm free on Tuesdays, but it's the only day that works with everyone else.
But I'm talking. Okay, cool. All right.
Let's hop on a couple times.
Rogue One. So the hallway master. I know. I'm just like blow through whatever. Rogue One. Let's talk about those two poll options, and not the lung I'm trying to hack up. If we have the Vader scene standalone. It's been in several scenes. Was it over dramatic, or was it typical Vader, or was it, man, that was necessary?
I definitely think it's probably one of the most fearful Vader scenes of like, holy crap. Like you already had that.
Stormtrooper backup.
Actually, that's a good question.
So whenever he raids the Tantive 4 Corvette, he's got his stormtroopers with him. Of course, they've absorbed. They've tractor beamed in the ship. They've cut through and are all coming in. But in this scene, he's alone, and he's young Vader there. Like
that's
still.
True. Yeah.
He's how old? What's the time frame between Andor and that is something like what 20 years roughly, 18 years.
Andor's 5 years before Rogue One.
I'm sorry, Rogue One is how long before or how long after he becomes Vader?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Rogue One is in like 4 BBY or
It's you know what? Oh, because Luke is in A New Hope is what? He's 17, 18?
18.
So
19.
it's 18 years. Yeah. 18, 19 years.
Okay, so yeah.
Rogue One shouldn't be 4 BBY though. Because it happens.
Rogue One is right before.
It's before Battle of Yavin, so it is BBY still.
It would be like 1 BBY though.
No, because the very point of BBY is before the Battle of Yavin. So
you could argue that it'd be It's not. It's BBY.
Are we talking semantics and I'm being a turd? Maybe, but I got it from you.
You said 4 BBY though. You said 4 BBY, and that movie takes place right before.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Like
Rogue One wouldn't be that
BBY.
far. It's 1 BBY. Not even 1 BBY. Yeah. It's like.
And now I feel like BBY. A total idiot because I just realized what you said, Zane, and I just explained exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like 5 hours BBY. Well, when it starts, the first scene of Rogue One definitely is several years BBY, and then it jumps.
That scene alone, just let's think about the point where he's like, "Here, take it." And he's like trying to get the card through the slit in the door. Like, why didn't you just do that in the beginning? Why are you? Do you really think you're gonna get saved?
Like, if you think about it, the fear factor of Vader, like they probably were just, fear factor. They probably were just shocked to see Vader, and when your body's in shock, you don't react the way you think you would react. So, when you're watching it, it's easy to go, well, why didn't you just run straight? Vader could have stopped him too with the Force choke. So it's like either way, I don't know. I'm getting too logical.
No. Like, and we've talked about Vader's just his presence is frightening, and the flair for the dramatics makes him more frightening. That it's all dark, and then you hear and it lights up. It's just this whole Matt. This guy, he's great. Why are you encouraging Spooky Java? Okay. Jeddah, that scene we kind of already talked about, but it is beautiful, beautifully done. And when you look at the budget that they had for, I don't know, the Acolyte, there's nothing about it that was beautifully done. Like cinematography wise, like CGI and the whole, like nothing about that was impressive to me the way that those two scenes alone were impressive to me. They were filmed well, written well, storyboarded well. Everything about them was really, really good. I need no, you do not. You need encouragement. Awesome. All right, here we go. Let's get an update on the poll. Still the same 3 people voted. All right. The poll is ongoing in the chat, so go check it out.
I guess I can.
Here we go. Again. I don't want to talk about Galen Erso's dilemma because I think we kind of started talking about that a little bit, and it was just pissing me off. But Galen, although he did put in a fix, a way to destroy the Death Star in the plans, is he responsible for the deaths on Jeddah?
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. The Death Star wouldn't have been created if he didn't build up the plans.
But is the maker of the gun responsible for the death and mayhem it caused?
Actually, that's true. I heard a good analogy once where it was a contractor builds a house, right? Someone comes and defaces the house. You don't blame the contractor. You blame the people that deface the house. So that's actually a good point. Once he built it, it was in the Empire's hand. Well, once he did the plans, that's in the Empire's hands. But the Empire chose to abuse the use.
On the other side, does he not have the moral obligation to not make it? Because he knows
based on what moral code?
Yeah, based on the human code.
Whose moral code?
His own.
Actually, that's a good question from Matt. What's the odds someone else would be able to make the Death Star?
Ooh,
that's actually a really good question.
They did like seek him out though.
They did. And I was like, you build this or we kill you kind of thing in your family, which they ended up killing him anyway. So it's like
they would have found a way to make whatever that weapon to
like what Matt just said here. What would have the delay been? Because they obviously probably would have figured it out at some point, but
I doubt forever. It was. I mean, you got to think about just deep lore. Here we go. Palpatine had access to all kinds of historical data on all this shit from Starforge up until Starforge is Legends. It's not. Shut up. You know what I mean?
That Legends talk out of here.
He was so obsessed with making sure that he had all that he could get his hands on of all the Sith and Jedi holocrons that he could find. Go ahead.
No, sorry.
A lot of shit he actually destroyed too, so that no one else could ever see it. What is this?
So I just thought of something, because obviously there's a second Death Star. So did they keep the original build plans, or did they come up with their own build plans for the second Death Star?
They modified it, and it was bigger. It was like
because Galen's dead at that point, so it's like
the first Death Star was something like 75% of the size of the second Death Star. Second Death Star was much bigger. Yeah. And they put that dish on straight away, man. They didn't.
Yeah.
And what doesn't make sense to me is that didn't they already have the plans by Attack of the Clones?
They had. Yes, they did. Yeah. I don't know how much of the plans they had, but they did.
So was Galen just like a good contractor?
But remember, he was there.
I will build this for
Rogue One in those flashback scenes. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Those flashback scenes show him talking with Krennic, talking with some others about the plan. So they had, absolutely.
Maybe Galen was like, I could improve it. Like maybe the Empire had like a basic plan layout, and Galen made the mistake of going, I can make that better. Palpatine's like
they had the basic schematics, but he was the one who really went into detail.
Like it's kind of like if you're building a house, you might have the basic layout, and then you give it to the contractor, and they're like, all right, we'll put in all the
like stuff. Steve Jobs, where he stopped innovating and just bought everything. Okay,
exactly.
Cool.
There you go. So that would probably. All right, I'm the host. I've been promoted.
Oh, he's fine.
All right, so. I don't feel like talking about this right now. We don't really. We're gonna talk. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna talk about
Zane's the host. Actually, Zane, you're the host because the bloodline.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I was gonna say something and then I forgot it.
So... I'm on the left, the side of the host, but the actual host is on the right.
What did you do?
What did I do?
What happened? We just lost the whole show. Everybody's gone.
No, they're still in the chat.
Just you.
Matt's saying partay.
What happened?
It's just you, buddy.
It's just you.
Y'all were all still here?
Yeah. The chat, we were living it up. We had a good time. Zane and I will never talk about what we did in those 30 seconds.
Never.
Well, I'm showing no one's even watching, so here we go.
It'll just take a second because stream didn't end.
Okay. Well, that's good. What were we saying about?
Oh yeah, we were talking about blueprints. Oh wait, no, Zane was. You were about to promote Zane as host of the show.
Yeah,
no, I was not.
No,
yes,
but I wonder if they weren't able to get the plans for the Death Star made faster, right? If Galen wasn't there, I wonder if the TIE advances from Thrawn's thing would have been pushed up forward.
TIE Defenders.
Wow.
TIE Defenders. That's what it was.
It's
been a while. It's been a while.
The lore.
So TIE Advance is Vader's.
Yes, I know. TIE Advance
novice people. And this isn't for you. This is for those don't know. TIE Advance was Vader's.
Disney's chill. He doesn't know the lore.
It's okay. Our lore master.
It's been a long day.
But it doesn't matter.
Okay, I saw you at Starbucks at 6:30.
Yes,
this is a database. You're never supposed to lose the data, no matter
how
low the battery is. Right. Doesn't matter. The data's still there.
Yeah. So whenever your computer has been like the CPU's been running for like 24 days straight, and so some things aren't working correctly.
It's like you're like a Mintap from Dune. Your eyes go back when we ask you to look up something. There we go.
Zane for host 25. Oh,
I agree.
Donate to the campaign in the link.
Donate to the campaign. It's in my bio on my Instagram. You can donate there.
Dana gave me his cough. I'm gonna sue.
Yeah. How do we get rid of this?
Yeah. Do you get workers' comp for that?
What? Coffin?
I don't get health insurance. I don't get nothing.
I think you can sue.
All right. Tarkin and Krennic. That rivalry, man. If you have ever worked in a place of business, there is always someone that what's giggling. There is always going to be always. Most of the time you have a counterpart. And if you can work with and be competitive with your counterpart, like y'all can rule the world together. Unfortunately, egos sometimes get in the way, and that's no secret that both Tarkin and Krennic have egos. DW Dr. Dana, yes, please.
And I'll just say this: if you like Krennic and you watch The Bad Batch, you get more Krennic. I'll leave it at that.
If you watch Andor season 2, we're getting more Krennic.
Right? Yeah.
I'm so excited. I love
Ben Mendelsohn.
So. Mendelsohn, I called him. Ben Mendelsohn. I like him. You know what?
Anyway. I even liked him in Secret Invasion. I didn't say I liked Secret Invasion. Said I liked.
I didn't see it.
I liked Secret Invasion. It was pretty good.
He was good in it.
I thought it was pretty decent.
Listen, if I gotta talk Marvel, then we'll go to MCU Mondays. We're not talking Marvel anymore. We've talked Daredevil for like a whole 7 minutes on this show tonight.
All right,
not doing it.
That's all right. Anyway, y'all see those leaks?
Now we have nothing else to talk about. Good night, folks. No, just
Kirk Picard.
I love how he goes. He is so full. No, Tarkin.
What? Dr. Dana
Tarkin was always the better strategist. I think he was rivaled only by maybe that Chiss guy. Maybe.
We forgot his name.
I just said maybe.
Lore Master, quick.
Lore Master. I love that you're very quick to call out the name of your favorite character. Lore Master.
Thrawn survived longer than Tarkin, ergo, he's just better.
Yes, sir.
So we're talking about Tarkin and Krennic. It's okay though, because we know that Tarkin was what?
What'd you say? I said Thrawn was better.
How? He ended up in a freaking different galaxy. Like he's not even in the same.
So you're saying he's supposed to expect the Jedi to bring giant flying whales to come attack?
So because Palpatine, I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah. All right. No, it's okay. I'm in rare form all of a sudden. I think my whiskey will wear off and I'm out. So I have no one to get me another whiskey and I'm angry. I love how Tarkin though tries to make sure he gets credit for his work. And this does happen all the time. People will steal people's ideas, notes, decks, whatever, and they oh my god, no. Ron got to get on that.
Okay, but he is old by that point.
He is pretty I don't even know. I can't even read the whole thing out loud.
Jeez.
Wow. Spooky Jawa commenter. We're gonna
start. I love Ron, but that's great.
We're gonna start a new segment at the end of the show called Comment of the Show. We'll call it the COS. Who got the cost tonight? Well, right now, Spooky Jawa is in the lead with Thrawn.
We got to pin that.
Ozempic after Ahsoka season 1. Man.
Oh.
Ate too many space donuts. Or was harvesting some of that whale blubber. Can't do that.
Well, so when you get older, your metabolism starts to
so down. You know what? If we're going off of size here, then, I mean, look at Palpatine. That dude's...
That dude looks like he walks around with a handful of walnuts and a Diet Coke. This is he's just shuffling them in his hand. He's popping some walnuts and sipping on it. Yes, my Diet Coke. I don't know why that cracks
me again, get me another diet soda, will you?
Yes. This time, could you put a pinch of lime in it, please?
Otherwise, I will make Mace Windu fall out the window.
Yeah. So there is a definite Vader leashed kind of feel like he has a definite role in this movie, and it's not to go out and destroy anything or whatever until all the shit goes down not Jeddah in
It's not the size of the Force; it's how you wield it.
What? Oh my goodness!
That's what I told my ex. She left me.
Beautiful. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Your Schwartz is almost as big as mine.
They do have tiny sabers and they have larger sabers, and some of the sabers have extra sabers on them. So
my saber
whatever's your pleasure, go.
But it's powerful.
It is. We see Vader and Krennic in that exchange, and I think Vader is super corny and campy. I think I said this in that last show we kind of touched on. Vader's presence was necessary, I think, to show where he was and to make sense a little bit of why Tarkin was in control and not Vader, because we always think Vader's like the bomb, right? But he's not. He has a boss, and he has a dotted line reporting structure to Tarkin. And Tarkin makes sure that he gives enough leash, whatever, for Vader to do what he can do. He gives him autonomy and go and do. I'm not the boss of you, but I do need you to do X, Y, and Z. And I think the interaction with Krennic and Tarkin and Vader and Krennic, there is a lot going on in the chat, isn't there?
I know. I love it. I love it.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
That's the key. That's the key to understanding the underlying power structure in this is, you know what? This is great, but this is funny over here. I can't stop watching.
It is. It's great.
We'll go through it. Here we go. Bro ate too many space donuts. Dexter, Jet Setter, Zeke.
Hey, but that guy can cook.
It's not the size of the Force.
It's how you wield it.
It's how you wield it. That's what I told my ex. She left me. She didn't deserve you.
Wait, you have an ex
support group in our chat. This is awesome. Guess my midichlorians are too. Size matters not. Okay.
Oh, can't forget the LOL. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the energy the chat is bringing. Yes, absolutely. I love the engagement.
Wait, they're just trying to get those loyalty points because it wasn't.
I'm trying to get that free book, that free lined book.
How much is it?
It's $10. $9.99. So
interesting.
Okay,
that's highway robbery, right there.
So we see Vader in his. He's at Mustafar in his castle, right? When Krennic goes to see him.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. On Mustafar, yeah.
You are correct, Dr.
Vader's castle is one of the best things ever.
I agree. That Lego set, did anybody get that?
I wish.
David probably has it.
Someone said something about Lego earlier.
Yeah, it was with the Andor. It was the leak. Speaking of Andor season 2, the U-Wing Lego set got leaked from Spooky Jawa.
Yes, every single one. I personally spit.
The blee is the spit.
Oh Lord, you guys. All right, let's talk a little bit about Krennic though. He goes after Galen, right? And that whole scene with him, we find out later through the back or the flashbacks. Yeah, there was a relationship there, working relationship, personal relationship, and clearly, Krennic had an ulterior motive for that friendship, right? Like, he didn't really give a shit about him, and they realized that, and thus didn't trust him. Can we sidebar Death Troopers? I want to know your thoughts, and I'm not going to tell you my thoughts either way. The Death Trooper was introduced in Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about the Death Trooper? Yay, nay, indifferent, cool, terrible? You tell me. Zane, go first.
Because we see him in... Oh, sorry.
I thought, personally speaking, being a kid at heart and in most bars. I thought it was really cool. Really cool.
Why? Like, what about it?
I don't know. It's super scary and cool and dark. And, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's awesome.
Did we see that? We saw them at Disney. They were walking around. The Death Troopers were walking around with Kylo Ren, which didn't make any sense to me because...
Yeah, they like to do that. Oh, we got bidding going on in the chat, by the way.
For Dana Spit?
Yeah.
Let's see how high we can get this. Jeez.
Oh, if I sell $200, I'm spitting and taking my shirt off. No, just kidding.
I'm clipping that.
Twice the spit, double the money. That's right.
I need
right, double the fool. Oh my goodness. So, what was it about those Death Troopers for you, Andrew? Did you dig them? Not.
Yeah, I like them. I thought they were cool. Are they my favorite stormtrooper or trooper? Probably not. We got them in animated, right? They were in
Death Troopers,
right? Am I wrong in thinking that? I thought maybe like
they would be in Rebels, but I don't.
Or Rebels, yeah. I'm not sure. But,
I am looking it up right now as we speak.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cooler than the Praetorian Guards. I'll say that for sure.
Praetorian? They were pretty terrible.
I mean, they were cool, but
no, they were terrible. I'm with you.
All right, cool. I don't have to go back. All right.
Don't listen to my inflection.
I can have my own free opinion on this show. All right.
This is like where I say, no, the Rise of Skywalker was an absolutely incredible
I will say, in The Last Jedi, I do like the fight scene in Snoke's
they were
chamber thing.
I think it was slow. I think it was like those, 15, I don't know, 10 Praetorian Guard would have ate their lunch, man. That's dumb.
I just thought it looked cool.
It's my opinion. I'm not
like it. Yeah, I'll admit, if you break it down, the choreography and everything is a little off, but I just thought it looked cool.
Let's talk Death Star. The Death Star that we see in A New Hope, fully constructed, operational. In my mind as a kid, I'm like, how in the hell does it move and they can't get out of its way? It's a big battle station. And then we find out in Legends, but in canon, we find out in Rogue One that, it has hyperspace technology. And so that's how it moves. Well, it would have to. But then I started thinking, how much power would it take to push through hyperspace or bend space, whatever, for something that large to be able to traverse? I can't imagine that you would have any power left to shoot the damn laser. So so for me, like, just the sheer scope of this thing and having to power it, knowing you don't got like circuit breakers and GE Electric or whatever, like, I don't see how it's possible. It's unfathomable to me. And don't crucify me for this, but the Starbase, whatever it was called oh my God, it was Ilium that was converted for the First Order. What was it called? Starkiller Base. Starkiller Base is more believable to me of sucking the energy out of a star than this thing moving through hyperspace. I had a hard time with that. Space magic. Yes. Moff Gideon was the founder of what?
The Death Troopers.
Death Troopers?
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Moff Gideon.
I saw that when I looked it up. It said founder Moff Gideon. I was like,
what'd you think about them speaking in an Imperial code through their transmitters? They didn't speak basic through the transmitter.
Captions would have been nice. Like, I mean, obviously I watch movies with captions, but like the captions for like on the movie, like that would have been kind of cool.
Do they not show what it says?
I don't believe so.
Oh, I think so.
Show Obi-Wan reaching in, grabbing a beer. Your father would want you to have this. I love that. Cool. Okay, a lot of talk about Hope. in that movie. From a dark side perspective,
there is no such thing as hope.
Hope is the enemy, right? There is no let's do X in the hope of Y so that Z. That's just not how dark side works. Sith are very meticulous and say, no, we are going to do X, and this is everything is proceeded as I have foreseen. Like it's a plan.
Good.
You just do it, and they're pivoting. Does not really happen. And you get this a lot in Imperial strategy throughout the Legends books, where they don't pivot very well. The Rebel Alliance, what made them successful in those books is their ability to quickly change their directive, their strategy, whatever. And the Empire, being such a big, bureaucratic, red-taped thing, even with all the resources unlimited, as much as they could scrape off of all the planets, still had these barriers to get the shit done that they needed to do. And when you look at something like a Death Star that's so damn big, and you look at everything it had to take to, how are you as a rebel, as you're being labeled, or a terrorist or whatever, how are you supposed to compete with that? How are you supposed to have hope when there has been this plan meticulously put in place? And I think Rogue One can taps into that. How do they consider what? So they consider their plans. So if I don't know, man, it's, and I think, okay. Awesome. Spooky Jawa, thank you for joining. He's checking out. Thank you for joining. That was awesome. Fun. Okay.
Hey, great comments, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. He just wants the free book with Dana Spit. I think is what he wants. Oh my goodness. So all of that to say, we have potential issue with hope, and we see that in the discussion that they have in the Rebel base with Felicity, Jyn Erso, and the rest. Like, let's do this. Let's go. We have to attack. Time's now. It's like, no, we have to wait. And no, we don't have the support. No. And she's trying to explain to them, like, I know it's hard to see. I know, but you have to trust. And when you have hope, I'd like to think about my grandfather, who was a tail gunner in World War II. And pardon me, he doesn't talk a lot about the war, and or didn't. He's passed, but some of the stuff that he did talk about, he didn't really speak to the enemies that he had to fight. It was more the reason that he felt he needed to be there. And while I think of him and what he had to face, and I even know folks, Normandy and some other things, that how do you have hope in that? How do you have hope for people on either side of the conflict for Ukraine, Russia? Either side loses people. Stop with one side or another. Everybody loses in war, period. So how do you have hope when you see Jeddah or the reports on the hyper terminal news gets pushed, and you see shit? They just blew up an entire, not even the city, like the whole sort. Like, nothing will ever grow on Jeddah again. Like, you didn't destroy the planet, but you might as well have. How do you have hope? What is it that can drive one action? And so that's my question to you guys on the dark side perspective here. You've got so much happening on. Yes, they got the plans, but Scarif was destroyed. Jeddah was destroyed. They have this weapon. And then you've got at the end of the movie, we have hope.
We see Leia.
Leia doesn't give me hope. The fake Leia. Spit bid back to 10. You took the $1 off because he left. That's as an individual, you always believe you're special. All these other schmucks might die, but not me. Yeah, and you see that with Tarkin on the Death Star when it's blowing up. A moment of triumph. I believe you underestimate their chances. And he's like, dead. Gone. So tell me, how in the world would you feel as a rebel? Like, would you have the hope? What side would you be on? Attack, or would you be on the let's wait side? Two very established foothold. In the end, we know what happens. But
see,
what side
it's interesting because I'm a little of both. Because I'm a let's wait and see how things happen. But then right when it's on our side, I'm like attack. Like, what? I'm sorry. Does that bore you? All right.
Well, it's more. I started hearing you say something, blah blah blah, something, whatever side is winning, something. I think that's what I thought I heard you say, but I want to give you a chance to clarify that.
No, basically, like that's basically what I was saying. Because like I like like Thrawn's one of my favorite characters, and he definitely does a let's wait mindset.
Fair.
And so I think that's kind of what my thought process is wait for the other side to mess up or get maybe comfortable, like, oh, okay, they're not going to attack. And then that's at the moment you attack when they're not expecting it. Now it's not, I'm not going to say, yeah, I wasn't listening to,
oh, I know. Quote, and I'm just letting you just go.
Quote of the night right there. So I don't know. I also too, like, are you talking about, so specifically
how do you have hope? One, would you have been on the side of having hope and following Jyn, or would you have been on the side like, no, let's wait. I don't know. We can't do this.
See, I don't know. Cause I'm also, I like to be optimistic, but that's not the same as hope. So I don't know why I even brought that up. Cause that's not the same at all. I mean, cause that's the thing, you're putting your trust in Jyn. I would probably be on the side of hope.
Jyn was a criminal.
True.
Deemed a criminal by the Empire, but a criminal.
True. And Empire's not fair. The rebels know the Empire's not fair. So, I mean, you could have freaking not said your prayers at the right time of day to the Empire, and they call you a criminal. So it's like, are you a criminal? And then once
you've been called a criminal, now the rebels are even like, because most of them people were like, they were in the government. They were like, that led the rebellion. So that's tough, man. Like,
I would, I mean, it's probably one of those things where if we have the same, I think what it boils down to is what your goal is, like with the rebels. So a lot of them have the same goals or similar goals and mindsets enough for them to go, let's come together as a group and complete this goal or complete the general goal that we all have. And that's to take down the Empire, even if that means we don't live to see it.
We get so much of this piece in the Andor series where you have when I was a kid and I heard Rebel Alliance, it didn't make sense. They were the rebels, like they were just another faction. It wasn't like it didn't hit me that no, like understand this was a small group of people that was begging for help across the galaxy very quietly and being funded by people that were even in government. See, Bail Organa, Skarsgård's character, I can't remember his name.
Luthen.
Luthen, yes.
Luthen.
Lutheran. All of those folks are pushing their own money and sacrificing everything that they had, and we'll revisit that monologue again by Luthen because it's so good. And I feel like if we were to ever have, well, let's pause. Zane, what side would you have been on? The side with Jen or the side of hold up?
Or I leave.
I would have honestly been on the side of Jyn, just because there really wasn't an option, like all of this information is coming out now. You have to do it. There is no, let's just wait and see what happens. Nothing's going to get done if you don't do something.
Life's just going to continue to get worse at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want you to think about the Death Star and it blowing up just Jeddah, just Jeddah. Mm-hmm. However many hundreds of thousands of people, like 200,000 people or whatever it was that was in Jeddah. How many family lineages died that day?
Oh,
less than all
10.
10. So here's my point about.
I was thinking more.
Here's
than
my
that.
point about this, and to your point, Zane, and it's probably not a very popular opinion. I don't care; it's just my opinion. But were I in that situation, and there was a shred of hope and something I could contribute, could potentially change that in a positive way, even though knowing I'd probably take one, double tap to the chest, I'm out, whatever. Yeah. I mean, not just because I'm 50 and my life's half over, but but more, there are principles that I could die for. And, imperialistic, big super weapon kind of thing. Absolutely. And Zane makes a great point that they had just seen that. They just found all this. This is all just unfolding literally within a matter of days in front of them. What would you do? It's easy to say I would jump with Jen because this is the way to go, but I have a family to feed. So no, it's a conversation with my family saying, I can't abide. I can't comply. So revolution, let's go. What would my wife say? She'd probably, it would depend on what it is. No, she'd support 100%. In this instance, let's make sure we're clear about big scale war, whatever. Are you willing to? That was a one-way trip for Cassian and crew.
But I wonder,
they knew it.
Right, I was about to say they knew it. Like,
would you have
knew
taken
going
a
into it?
Trip, right.
I see. If it's for the greater good.
Would you stop spitting truth, Matt? Easier to lay low and hope the next generation could do. Isn't that what? Well, Matt and I, Gen Xers, we know how this.
Yeah,
goes.
I mean, well, yeah. If I was 60, 70 years old, I'd be like, I've lived my life, because realistically, like, you can't fight the same way as like
you can shoot a rifle.
No, that's true. You could shoot a snipe.
Yep. If you can dodge a car, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of it, I think, is what your morals are, is what it boils down to. What matters most to you. If the most important thing to you, even over family, is to take the Empire down, even if it means you die in the process, then go for it. But if you have even a slight hesitation, that you're probably going to hesitate on the battlefield. So that's another thing to consider.
True. Hey, what's up there? Kevin stumbled on the chat. Good to see you.
Hey, great to have you
here. I guess
we are on Spotify, etc. Go check out Linktree / the Sith Dominion. Check us out. So
that was our ad break.
I don't know. I think Monday morning quarterback. Yeah, I totally would have done this or that, and well, you don't know
because like we're in a different position in our lives right now. Like, you're married with a family. Obviously, I mean, I have a family, but completely different. Like, it's almost like you almost could ask, like, joining the military. Like, it's true. It's true.
Thanks, Matt. Stick around, Kevin. You get some free spit from Dana.
I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely a good question you asked, because you really got, like, when you really start to think about it, like, would I drop it? Would I drop everything for this lady who's like, I can do this? Like, you're taking her word for it, essentially. But these people that have no hope, if they get an ounce of hope, they run with it, like, because they're desperate. Like, that's all they have at that point. So
Rebellions do not always succeed, but they do always inevitably happen. And what I think is interesting about the way it plays out in the George Lucas universe is it was not easy. And I love in Rogue One where they reveal to us, Matt, you said earlier about guerrilla warfare. This is kind of going back to the Luthen in Andor season 1, his monologue where he talks about what have I sacrificed, and he's like, everything. I had to fight and become my enemy and fight in the ways that my enemy does, and that I essentially lose myself in that. Saw Gerrera. The list goes on of folks during that rebellion that lost who they were in order to fight this big imperialist empire. How do you fight something so big? You're just one person, and you're making dings and dents in the armor in defense of that. It's how do you have hope? And I still to this day have a hard time with where would I sit? Would I have said, "Hold up, man, we don't want to, blow all our resources," like in the sequels, where great Poe, you took down a dreadnought, but you lost our entire fleet of bombers, you idiot. There has to be a balance there, and I'm definitely not qualified to make those decisions. I'm think tank guy, but I'm like, hey, you guys make the decision. These are my thoughts,
Well, and I like what Matt said. If you have never been to a protest of any kind in real life, you're probably not joining the rebellion.
If you've never been to a protest of any kind, you're probably not joining the rebellion.
What I just said.
Real. No, that's real.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading it. Oh my gosh. This guy. I was mumbling to myself. Is that permissible on my own show?
No, you're not. Dr. Data's going to start going, fool.
Yes, katana. Sorry, the correction. Katanas. Yes.
Katana.
Oh, I don't have katanas. These aren't katanas. Sorry, brother. Those are lightsabers. And actually, they stand for something. As the economy continues to fall, if I have to start selling lightsabers to save my house, you'll know.
Well, see, that's the problem when you live in such a rich house, Dana.
Oh my god, crap again. Whatever.
You would sell your lightsabers?
Zane.
Wow.
Zane. Where would you side? I think this will be an interesting hot take for you. I would like to know, because I don't know.
Zane's got the trucker hat on. I think he's joining the rebellion.
So, I could totally see. I think, younger me probably would have sided to just wait, chill, maybe not do the whole rebellion thing.
No pressure. You're the last Martin name.
Yeah.
Blood.
But
he's got the long hair, so he's going hippie. He's gonna start saying peace and all this stuff.
But
living a man.
Honestly, I think I'm to the point where if you don't fight for what you believe in, do you really believe in it?
Exactly.
Are you really putting your faith in it if you don't exercise that faith?
Right on, dude.
Because I think we all agree here, as much as we love the dark side, the rebellion needed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
If you really believed it should have happened, you would have gone in there.
I believe this applies to real life too. When you think about,
I don't know if you guys saw, one of our U.S. senators had a 54% return on her investments last year, which was better than all of the hedge funds. And how would she have managed to do that unless she was making moves for her own benefit based on information that she had, which is against the law? But once again, Nancy Pelosi gets to still sit up there and get us all. So there you go. Go Google it. Nancy Pelosi.
I'm not shocked.
54% return on her investments.
As long as it benefits their pockets, they're fine with it.
So and it's not just her. I'm not calling her out because she's one side or another.
She's not the only politician
in the news today. You're right, Matt. If you're rich, it would be harder to join a rebellion because it would topple the state. And this is why we probably will never have term limits on senators or congressmen, congresspeople, whatever. So
cancel
me and my 100 viewers. Yeah, let's do it. You know what? I will tell you that there are some people that would be pissed. Like Star Wars. Where did Star Wars nerd go? He was in and then he was out. It's all right.
Oh well, maybe he's just watching.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna give this a test. Y'all ready? Janae.
Hey guys.
Didn't work. No. Okay.
Wait, no. It only works. It only works if we all say it.
Oh, is that right? No,
we need to count down and do
bring Janae. Yeah, Janae. I was talking about Janae in the show earlier. That we have this new loyalty thing. The more you watch, more points you get.
That's right, Matt. We need term limits on the host of the Sith Dominion.
That's what I'm saying.
The first person.
The first democratically elected host of the Sith Dominion.
So Dr. Dana's hitting 2 years this year. No, here's the thing, Zane. Dr. Dana hits 2 years this year as host.
Make the podcast great again.
That means he's got 2 years left. You can start campaigning.
That's April. I started this in April or July.
Yeah,
July.
July. You were a few months before me.
Yes,
July.
I remember that.
My very first guest was who?
Me.
Zane.
No, we're
my
in the
second
same
guest
room.
was who? Zane. My third guest was who?
I loved how
Matt. Home for what?
I love how for your first episode, you and Zane were in the same room together, but you had 2 different cameras and 2 different mics.
Oh, that was with the.
Oh no! We had Kat on the show.
One. Yeah,
that was a live one. Yeah. Vote Zane. So Matt is he was on our 3rd episode, I think. I don't even remember what we talked about. It was terrible, not because of Matt, but because it was like my 3rd show of trying to figure out.
Hey guys, welcome to the Sith Dominion.
Yeah, I think I ended the Sith Dominion with my sign off. I don't even know what it was on the 1st episode, and I swore I'd never say it again, and I haven't. But it was bad. Local nerd. That's right.
Cool intro and outro now, so you don't got to worry about that. Oh, you have the Peace is a Lie thing.
That's right. Remember, kids. But I'm not going to say it because they won't have to end the show. We're almost done. I was hoping Debbie would come on, but
yeah, I'm kind of shocked. Oh, you know what? Daredevil did 2 episode premiere.
Oh,
not a 1 episode. So she's not
Daredevil of all.
So she's not done yet.
More important than our show.
Oh, hey,
and she will tell you 100%. Yeah, yeah, your show's like tertiary. It's not even second.
Aren't you surprised? I'm here. I'm the lowest of the low.
Like, I'm actually last week. I was watching on Monday. I was rewatching a show from last week, and I had said, apparently Andrew's sick, and she totally came to your defense, man.
I saw that. I went back and saw. I was like, "Let's go." Yeah. I was out. Like it was awful. Yuck.
Are we still on? Yes, we are. And because we're still on, Matt
Spooky Bella said, "Oh wow, I finished dinner." Wait, Zane's votes is 1, 2, 1. Holy crap! He has won. Sorry, Dana. He's already won. He's already won. He blew out.
Wait a minute. Those are inflated numbers, like 81 million votes for one candidate.
Wait, you know what? Those are votes for inflation. 50 years ago, that's 20 votes. But with inflation,
with inflation,
inflated votes.
Because of your age, it's adjusted with inflation.
All right, back to the show.
And he gets the under 25 boost.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I'm more on task when Debbie's here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she keeps everything in order.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is she the Emperor? Because she's all about order and stuff.
She is Darth Jar Jar, working from behind the scenes. Oh, the whole time.
Just figured, and then, so now, guys, if there's no show next week with us, you'll know it's because Debbie had her guys take us out.
That's right. Just keep that. Debbie would never.
No.
So, last couple of bits for Rogue One, and we'll wrap it up. I appreciate your thoughts on that because it's not an easy kind of thing to talk about. I think in where we're at as far as because we are in a kind of weird spot, right? Like there's things happening around us within our own country, within our own continent that. Things can be a little hectic, and I'm not saying you have to think about maybe a side. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just evaluate where you're at and what is important to you, and are the things that are important to you as important as necessary to stand up and take a stand. And silence is compliance. Dietrich Bonhoeffer. We don't want to be silent. I've sacrificed everything that I am. I became my enemy to fight my enemy. That was what do we got?
No, keep going.
Wow, that is.
Wait, how much spit are we talking?
I pay a premium on mine. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It also, when Zane gets into host off, remove term limits so he can be host forever.
Yeah.
So there was an episode where I was out and they all went. It was a very fun episode. I don't know. It was like what? 8 episodes
I feel
ago,
like we
10
spent
episodes
at
ago.
least 30 minutes talking about the Cowboys. At least.
Oh, and I wasn't on.
That show was off the charts, man. It was so weird. It was fun though. I loved watching it. Okay,
I know, I just love it.
So the last
Beautiful
piece, I
event.
said we had a couple more. The last thing here is about the end of the show. Enough spit.
People are gonna think we're laughing about the ending of Rogue One.
No,
Yeah.
Because they're gonna think this out of context.
Guys,
Krennic.
in the chat again.
Krennic gets killed at the end by Andor. And that was kind of a non-climactic end to someone that was so influential in the Empire. I mean, for Pete's sake, he had a cape and wore white. I mean, the dude was, again, a flair for the dramatic. Director Krennic needed to be there because they needed a whipping boy for anything that may have gone wrong. That's why he was there, in my opinion. When I look at that org structure and I understand the intent of Palpatine by reading Tarkin and some of the other books, like, dude, Tarkin was his right man. And he could trust Tarkin. He wasn't a force sensitive. He wasn't, things that could interfere with the work relationship between Palpatine and himself. So Palpatine did trust him, I think, a little more than he trusted Vader. We know that Vader had a suit that was built for him that he was never actually allowed to wear. The Emperor did. Yeah, Google that one. Emperor built him.
I don't have to. Lore Master
allowed him to reach his full potential within the Force within a suit, and never gave it to him. He was afraid of him, and those that are afraid do things to intercede between those that they are afraid of. So there cannot be conflict. That is what the Death Star to me was. Yes, Tarkin doctrine, which is rule by fear of force and not force. Tarkin's demonstration was only one of the array. It wasn't the full array, which would have destroyed the planet. It was a demonstration. The second time, whenever they destroyed Scarif, one. I don't have to destroy everything. I don't have to exude all my resources in this one moment. All I have to do is demonstrate a capability, and then they will be afraid, and we can rule by fear of force. Yes, Kevin, sorry. We've been talking about Rogue One from a dark side perspective tonight. Sorry about that, brother. So yeah. I don't know what you guys think. That was the last topic, so I want to know what you guys feel about Tarkin and his rule, and the Tarkin doctrine of rule by fear of force instead of force. Agree, disagree? Think it's just some BS manifesto shit?
I mean, yeah, you can rule by fear by force for sure. Because if people are afraid of you, they're gonna do what you like. If think about it, it's not the same level, but like. Well, I won't go there, but my point is, yeah, you can rule by fear 100%. Like it's, I mean, that I definitely agree that that's kind of what he was doing as well. Like Tarkin wasn't, at least outwardly, afraid of anyone, outwardly.
Oh, you're right.
Exactly. And so people knew not to mess with him. And if you did, something bad would happen to you.
Is the equivalent of let's talk nukes. Nukes have only been used or demonstrated in tests, and then only 2 times in history.
Mm-hmm.
And I may be wrong. You can correct me. Fine. Point is, only those couple of times. Mm-hmm. And now those demonstrate. Everyone knows what nukes are capable. Yes, the one was an atom bomb, a little slightly different tech. what we have now fits in a suitcase, and I get all that. My point is, there's a fear. I remember doing very young, because it kind of ended as the Cold War ended, but I remember very young doing drills where we would get underneath our desks because somehow that
Spooky used a bad word, minus 10 points. He used a bad language for. Just kidding.
What happened? What we got? There was a contingent in the U.S. military that wanted to detonate the atomic bomb offshore to show the force. Yeah, and that would cause an EMP, which would have blown, caused all kinds of other. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. Unbelievable.
But yeah,
you just apologize to Labs, Spooky Jawa. That might be the best. That might be the one. That might be the one.
He is, but he's the scary one. I'd be scared of Tarkin if he was in the room with me. I mean,
man, he may be a grandpa, but I don't know. Something tells me he could like I don't know, hurt me with this little long scrawny finger. I'm tired.
He's one of those.
Get off!
You're a world leader, and you go, I have a red button, and he says, so do I, and mine's bigger.
Yeah, when he creeps down on Leia, I grow tired of asking, and he's all close to her. And then her dad's behind her holding her.
And he even gets her to pick a planet, without saying it. So it's like, that's kind of the fear by force right there.
He is my favorite. I know, Zane, that you have your favorite, and that's great, but Tarkin is my favorite. Tarkin's only failure was his overconfidence. That's it. Everything else about him, chef's kiss. Tarkin.
Would you say he was one of, if not the smartest character in all of Star Wars?
No.
At least top Tarkin?
Top 5, yeah. I can see top 5, maybe.
No? But top 5 at least?
Oh, sure, top 5. But no, I got to give that to Thrawn. Thrawn
was
the most brilliant strategist. But
I will say,
Thrawn's my favorite character, so I'm going to agree with you.
Tarkin does know how to maneuver his way around politics and stuff like that. And that beats Thrawn.
Thrawn scares me more than anyone else in Star Wars. I mean,
they had to nerf him.
I'm afraid of Tarkin, but between Tarkin and Thrawn, okay, well, Darth Jar Jar, that's right. He is number one.
Fear Force.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rebels. I'm going with Thrawn. Screw that. And he takes care of his people.
That's true. They get health insurance, so they get workers' comp.
And when they die, they just get rezzed by the witches. So you're
exactly. It's a win-win.
So do you really even die?
It's a Chiss who has an army of dead. If that's not Empire, I don't know what it. Oh wait, Empire? No.
Just gotta show this off again.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, nice.
The fact that Thrawn was even in the good graces of Palpatine, who was a speciesist. He was 100% human only. And that was on purpose. There's no, that was part of their deal. They were humans first. And we're not talking about, what was that? Not Mass Effect. Humans first? No. Yeah.
I don't know what you were talking about. I zoned out. I wasn't listening.
Is that Mass Effect? Humanity first? Isn't that Madison's tattoo?
I think so.
Sure.
Daughter's got a tattoo of that humanity first or whatever. I think that was Mass Effect. Anyway.
Yes.
Uh-oh. You guys are going to plot against me.
Dr. Dana Martin coming up big with that one.
I'm the odd one out. I'm the only one that can't listen to Martin. Oh, no.
All right. Yep. You're in a Martin Sand. Never mind. You're not. That's not.
Martin Sand. The Martin Sand.
No, we're just going to stop. All right, Todd. Yeah, that was all in the. They had some of that in the book.
Dooku's up there as well. Yeah,
the book of the comic. I saw that he had to fight. Taught to slave.
Some comics, but
Dooku's definitely up there too for smartest character.
God, Dooku.
I don't know why I forgot about Dooku for a second.
Because Thrawn's better.
Dooku was the dude that was trying to
hear any other character, just Thrawn. Maybe Darth Jar Jar, but
no Thrawn.
All right. So we'll wrap this up. We will next week start talking about Andor season 1, and we'll probably just recap the first 3 episodes. We'll play a couple clips. What? No,
only the first 3 episodes. Unacceptable.
Well, we've only got a handful of weeks, as you pointed. Ooh, I'm getting old and tired. As you pointed out, we only have a couple weeks, so
you can prepare for season 2 by doing 3 episode increments. 3 episodes.
That's what I just said. Next week we'll go over 3 episodes, and you
said the first 2, and then we went. That doesn't make sense. We'll do the replay.
Roll back the tape. I swear to God, I said 3.
He said 3. He said 3.
Pretty sure he said 2.
Absolutely. Spooky John.
I would put money on it.
All right. Spit.
All right. Couple of last announcements before we close out the night. Kevin, thanks for joining. Yeah, it was Rogue One tonight. Go check us out tomorrow. I'll post it out to Spodcast and Spodcast. Oh my God, Spotify and
Podcast.
Get that on
do
t-shirt.
all the podcast stuff tomorrow, and you can catch the show beginning or just start it over and rewatch from the night. We have a new loyalty program that's kind of in the works. First person to get to 100 loyalty viewing points. Not sure exactly how all that works yet, but I'm
just gonna have the show playing on in the background so I can get that.
Oh, that's what
I'll send you a copy of my inspirational book. It's a Dark Side journal that has inspirational Dark Side messed up quotes. It's just fun, something fun. But I'll send you that. You just need your address. First person to 100 points. Started that over 2 nights, so people like Janae, who didn't join, are back at 0, and she was at 54 points as our leader. Just want to let y'all know, Janae was the leader before I.
So if you miss a show, you just go back to 0. So even if you're at 98 points and you miss a show, you're back to 0.
No. I just started it because I started the program tonight. Like I went back and erased anything that had occurred because it wasn't something I created. It was an automatic thing. Nobody did here, folks. And I'm talking about some free shit. My God, I'm not cutting U.S. aid here. Okay, I'm just
to get 100 points. To get 100 points, if you only have to watch for 100 minutes, you could do 1 episode, and you just get the points right there. Is it per minute or per hour?
I just don't know.
I think
if it's per.
I know I'm on TikTok too. I know you're on TikTok. Are you on TikTok right now? You were earlier, Spooky Jawa. Man, TikTok is another animal for me, man. Like I do live on there and do simulcast,
and he never lets me join.
But I don't know enough about TikTok. I need a social guy. That's what I need, a social person.
Dr. Dana still thinks MySpace is a thing.
No.
No.
But Tom is still my friend. Okay. And if you don't know that joke, Tom's still my friend.
Who's Tom?
Oh my God.
Who's Tom and why is he still your friend?
Yeah.
What happened to make people think he wasn't your friend?
Yeah.
We have a new loyalty program. First person to 100 points will get a free book from me from Amazon. I'll mail it to you from Amazon directly. I would just need your address to ship. Also, we have a gig, Zane and I, on March
this Friday
7th, downtown Bryan for First Friday. We'll be at the corner of Texas and I'm not sure the other cross street, but it's where Catalina Hatters is. And we'll be doing a very eclectic set from like old country to new country to southern rock to we have newer so come check us out, swing through, throw us a quarter in the guitar case for paying for the equipment.
In the guitar.
Not in the guitar.
You're gonna flick it and aim for the guitar.
If you can flick a quarter into the guitar while they're playing, bonus loyalty points.
You get the spit. You get the spit if you do that.
You get the spit. You get close enough, you get the spit.
Well, you get spit on, but it's the same thing.
Okay. What else we got? MCU Monday, and I'm sure there'll be Daredevil to be talked about next week. Got couple other I hope to see you, man. That'd be awesome, Matt. If you want to swing by, I know you're local.
I can do the shameless plugs.
Metalcore. Yeah. Give me some metalcore. Look, listen, don't let the country swagger fool you. I'm the one that introduced my son to Dream Theater. Let's just be clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a couple good songs.
All right. I think we're done for tonight. I do want to say one more thing for those of you that are engaged in the chat or just pop in and out for a few times. Like, thank you. It's so much more fun, and I don't ever get to get my points across because these two jokers are laughing the whole time at what you guys say.
Comments were the best part of the show tonight.
They were fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. So thanks,
we
Matt.
should just do a show of us reacting to comments.
Who else was in there tonight? Spooky Joe, Matt. God dang, they went nuts. Oh, let's check back in with the poll.
It's still 2-1. It's still 2-1.
Final results. Drum roll, please.
That's not a drum roll. Wait, Zane has an actual drum set behind him. I see it.
No, I don't.
Just move the camera.
What was I about to show you guys? I swear I'm exhausted. I'm showing you something. Oh, the poll.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at my. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Well,
I got my Lean Six Sigma black belt 2 years ago, and then
Sigma.
Sigma.
What's he gonna start saying? Skibbity next.
And I've got a
He's gonna start doing
there
the
you go.
Riz
So,
the
the problem with this poll is there's only like you guys that were in the show were commenting on this. So yeah. Oh wait, I'm showing it, but I'm not showing it, am I?
I got it.
There we go. All right.
You don't have Ultra. Unsubscribed.
Look, listen. I'm like, I already paid for Nitro. Why do I have to have another thing to make it link tonight? What? I need a social guy. This is all beyond me anymore.
Well, Debbie's usually the social guy, but she's not here.
Greenbelt. Heck yeah. What's up?
I'm black belt, so
that's a brother right there. Lean Six Sigma is a whole world, man. It's a whole process thinking way of changing your mind, and it's wonderful. Love it. Great tools. Great way to make a difference. I saved my company, and I'll say this out loud. I don't care. I saved my company over $400,000 in the last 2 years because of that. So because of the tools
and no raise.
No, not much of a raise, and I now do all the work. So great. Anyway, I would be your social guy, but I would get you banned. That does not surprise me, Matt. No, are you your social guy for your podcast? You never put your podcast name in here, and I always forget it, and I'm terrible. Come on, dude, put it in.
Matt's home for wayward cars.
No, that's not his podcast.
That's a pretty good podcast name, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you know better than to ask that, Matt. We work at the same place. So,
speaking of,
Matt's gonna start going. Matt's gonna start going. Dana, that's a nice house.
We doing it after dark?
Only do Twitch now. Yeah, we'll do after dark for a little while. So at the end of our show, we usually jump in and we keep talking. Sometimes we'll stream a show and talk. Sometimes we end up on Marvel Rivals. I don't know how it's going to end up tonight, but that's what we will do after the show. Next week, get ready for Andor. We're going to walk through a couple of episodes next week, and hopefully that will lead right up to Andor season 2. And yes, Andor is a slow burn. We've talked about that, but
it's great.
It might be one of the best series there is.
It's literally if HBO made a Star Wars show. Like that's what it is.
Yeah, that's a good compare. I like that.
Like, yeah.
But like not like end of Game of Thrones, like kind of beginning of Game of Thrones where it's slow.
Yeah.
What you only do Twitch now?
He only streams on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
still didn't put the name. You asked for the name, and
he doesn't want me. Is it the same name? Because I'll just go look it up and start posting it.
That'd be like what's the name of your restaurant? Oh, it's on 5th and 7th. All right, what's the name of your restaurant?
Exactly.
You never saw Andor,
what else you guys got going on this week?
Negative points.
Andrew?
Yeah. So this Thursday on the Feast of Fandoms YouTube channel. We'll go live for Cantina Happy Hour. Not exactly sure what we're talking about yet. We haven't figured it out. We got a list of topics, but Saturday is the Geek Gauntlet on Feast of Fandoms, and they talk about everything in the geek world. Sunday on the Came in Focus YouTube channel. We did not go live this past Sunday. We're delayed the show to this next Sunday. We're talking about movies that should have been musicals, shouldn't have been musicals, like we're not talking about one specific movie. And then the following Monday, we're back for MCU Monday, talking about Daredevil Born Again. Super exciting.
And for those of you that might be a little confused, Andrew, we call the podcast whore. He is on so many
everywhere.
Podcasts. This is what he does.
I'm not a host.
I'm
a co-host, basically.
He just floats around. And he is my number one go-to when I need someone to jump in. And
also Wednesdays, War of the Stars, they drop episodes.
Do you see that how he talks over me, though? I don't know how many times he's going to be added to the show.
I wasn't done yet.
Oh, you weren't done. My bad.
I wasn't done
yet. Go ahead.
And then Ando from the Geek Gauntlet has been dropping weekly video game ranking shorts. And then Janae from the Geek Gauntlet has been doing weekly anime recommendations. So those are like our shorts. We're getting to. Oh, and we also have This Week in Star Trek, or TWIST is the acronym. So
Feast of Fandoms is a really important partner of ours. We
tried to get Sith Dominion, but we couldn't afford them. And
we're a little too expensive for them.
Yeah.
So back in the old days, we were all on one network. Several of us have moved on to our own channels. Some of them are still the same or new channel with the
new channel, same shows.
We all support each other, man. So yeah, if you like MCU, go check out MCU Mondays. If
for whatever reason you want, for whatever reason you want to listen to me more, you can go check out the shows.
Feast of Fandoms.
Get rid of that.
All right, that is it. Zane, what do you got going on this week? Well, besides Friday.
It's Friday, you know.
You've asked him that like 5 times.
Yeah, I don't.
We'll see if we can get some video, and then we'll screen the video before.
I have a pretty big show if you're into country music coming up.
Right on.
Yeah, Friday, April 11th at Buck's Backyard in Buda, Texas. We're opening up for Bree Bagwell.
And then you get up on the balcony with the chair and you throw it down.
No.
With your shirt in your other hand going,
don't wear your hand low.
I had some help.
Heck yeah, man.
There's some trouble.
And if you think Zane's good on streaming mic, just imagine what he sounds like in person.
Oh, interesting. Okay. No face. No face. NOH, FACE. No face. Yeah, No Face is Matt and his shows. I really enjoy seeing a like on TikTok from No Face because there was a time, I swear to God, that guy was like TikTok. Just giving you grief, brother.
Isn't that the Chinese?
Isn't that them Chinese? Taking on.
I like this right here. I like this.
Buck's Backyard. Zane and Andrew 25.
I guess that means I'm vice president. I'm vice host.
Vice host, yeah.
I'm vice host.
When is that Buck's gig? Buck's Backyard?
April 11th.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
We're opening.
All right.
Headlining, but...
Nice.
As always, go check us out on our link tree. You can follow, like, subscribe, all the different places. We do have a Discord. We're usually in there a little bit, and we're in it more and more as we go. I'm young. I talk the ticks. Love it. Next week again, we'll be looking at Andor season 1, and I think that's it. We'll close it out. Sorry, Debbie, you missed us. We did manage to go
almost 2 hours.
Oh, we went almost 2 hours. We haven't done that.
We might as well just, you know what? Let's just make a super long outro that's 10 more minutes and hit 2 hours.
No, I don't have anything else to talk about. And I've drank a big glass of whiskey and a big cup of water, and I'm almost 50. That's all I need to say.
Ooh,
you guys
I'm not quite
have
there
a
yet.
Great evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the engagement. And
thank you for putting up with us for one.
Serious. Yeah. What?
I said thanks for putting up with us as well.
Yes, thank you for putting up with Andrew. Oh, you're going to get it. Spooky Job was going to get it. You know why? Because he just did caps. he, she, I don't know, they. I'm just trying to get Dana to realize the commands he needs to make. I see. Later, Gators. All right. That's it. Remember, kids, we'll see you next week. And peace is a lie. There is only passion. Good night.